Welcome to the second game of the final match of the Infinity Gaming B-Team Open. I'm Izanagi, I'm here with Morse every now and again.
Woo!
And down here in the bottom left corner of Derelict Watcher, the Reds are currently up 1-0. He needs one of the next two. He is Primorix. And up here in the top right, the Green Protoss tried to make a +1 all-in happen last game. Couldn't make it work. He is Lucien. Oh, the spinny thing. Chrono Boost is always fun to watch. It's just so spinny. Morse, you gonna be sad?
Why would I be sad?
Because the tournament's almost over.
Yeah, but I have tomorrow's Double Elimination Sunday Mass brought to you by Infinity Gaming happening, so I'm pretty stoked about that. That is going down. I kid you not. That's we're gonna start gearing up for that. Pregame is coming up here in 12 hours. 12 hours. I'm gonna start doing the pregame. It's gonna be pretty fun.
God. Oh god,
dude.
Pregame.
Yeah, pregame. I'm going to try to drag Atlas. He doesn't know this yet, but I'm going to try to drag him in, and we're going to talk about some of our favorites, because the Tournament League Finals are coming up soon.
Oh yeah, that's right. Tournament League Finals. Like, I wasn't looking forward to that.
Well, it's going to be fun.
I kid people. I enjoy all we do. I just, as the person who usually has to help with most of the events, it's both mentally and physically draining sometimes.
Wah!
Oh, shut up.
Wah! You're a BMW.
Okay, you do the double elimination special tomorrow and tell me I'm not completely justified.
I'm gonna help you.
8 hours. Yeah, I know you are.
8 hours.
8 hours. It took 8 hours. You asked White Saber if you want.
Dude. Find somebody to switch off with every once in a while. Take like an hour break or two.
But currently, Infinity Gaming has a shortage of casters. If you would like to become a caster or would like to get into the esports production business, please contact Izanagi at infgaming.net.
Actually, your best bet right now is to email us at infinity.gaming12@gmail.com.
Yes, which will allow Morse become very familiar it will contact Morse, who will in turn contact me, and if he doesn't, I will blame him. Or
better yet, just jump on our free TeamSpeak server. infinitygaming.teamspeak.cc is the name of the server. Download TeamSpeak 3, jump on tonight, jump on today, come play some games with us. Let's take a look here. Lucien, feeling pretty comfortable, getting a quasi wall up. Transfer some workers down. Chrono boosting out some more workers. Sitting on one gas. I'm sure we're just going to see this 7-gate ridiculousness again.
I mean, if he researches the right upgrade this time, it might work. I mean, Zealots with +1 are pretty much
essentially Zealots with +2.
Well, yeah, I mean, +1 Zealots take out in 2 shots instead of 3. But, I don't know. Like I said, if Primorix actually went through his replay and picked up on certain things, he might be wise to exactly what happens when. Not that it stopped him last game. So he's getting 1-2 gases. This is actually turning into the exact same game. Just flip-flopped. Oh, and here come the 6 gateways! Around the Artosis pylon!
I think he boxed himself in this time.
That's the probe in. Now the question is he gonna cancel one of the gateways to get the probe out? Let me out, please, let me out. Initiate self-destruct maneuver. That's what probes need, self-destruct.
Lucien's got a stalker to intercept an overlord, but the overlord's not going to come from that direction. And once again, Primorix, just in time, is going to be able to scout these additional gateways.
Yeah, and it wouldn't actually matter. That stalker would never stop the overlord in time to keep him from seeing at least 2 or 3 gateways. But still, Primorix, he made 12 drones in that last round of larva. What's his larva count at? 15. He's got Roach Warren on the way. Speed is on the way.
Pylon
So,
goes down in vision.
The gateways are done. The problem is Primorix doesn't have enough to actually defend against this right now. Now the probe will actually get caught, and if the probe gets caught out, that's a huge deal. That's a really huge deal. Spine crawlers are going up at the 3rd, and now another probe has to be sent out, which is going to delay this attack. And actually, Lucien's going to throw down a Twilight Council.
He's just going to delay it.
I think Lucien is kind of giving up on the whole attack now thing. I think he's going to actually bide his time. I think he's going to go in for charge and then Archons and then just go. I feel like that's where we're kind of going with this.
No creep spread yet from Primorix.
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of queens, actually. I think he only has 3 queens. He does only have 3 queens. So, Primorix is in a pretty good spot. He's up by 8 workers.
Two more queens really just popped. He's throwing down some creep now. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, actually, that makes sense. That's fine. Actually, you know what? I take back what I said. I think Lucien's just going to go for a +2 attack timing here. Which I don't think will work. as much as I hate to say it, I don't think this will work. Because the Hydralisk Den is on the way, the double Evo Chamber on the way, Roaches are already out. If the creep spread gets close enough to connect these 2 bases, I mean, Lucien's best bet was to send out, as crazy as it sounded, his best bet was to send out another probe. But instead, he's going to actually try and expand off of this. And there's actually a Zealot charge right now. So yeah, I really, really, really like where Primorix is. He's getting his Infestation Pit. I imagine the Hive's going to follow that up along with a ton of Ultralisks.
Looks like he's getting ready to go put some pressure on the 3rd. I like that. Not a lot. Just enough to really pull some units out of position if he throws them up there, you know?
Yeah. And actually, Lucien is going to go for the Templar Archive, so we will be seeing that charge, that Archon thing that he does. Like, look at what he does with his pylons. That's so awesome. Have you ever seen anything quite like that?
I have not. It's very unique.
He defends it. It's like back in the olden days, the feudal age. Hark, protect almighty castle from the Durg menace with these mighty palisades of pylonic energy.
What?
I have no idea. I'm sorry, I've been reading a comic lately, and it's got a character in there who talks in weird languages. And Zergling's actually going to try and poke up in here. Zealots will charge them away. He's actually an eldritch, like, Cthulhu horror. Trapped in, like, alien bondage gear on a coffee table.
Ah!
It's really a funny comic.
And they're 1/2 our viewers.
No, half our viewers. And we got another 12 from the Kink Factor. Never underestimate the Kink Factor. That's my advice to all young production and casters and whatnot. Never underestimate the Kink Factor.
He's got an Overseer out. A couple Queens up at the front. Bring in the Roach Hydra, saving the Lynx, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, Lucien has managed to... I don't want to say crawl his way back in here. He's not
so many Zealots!
Yeah, the problem is these Zealots, I mean, they've got charge. They have charge, which, pretty big. The problem is, well, actually, there's not a lot of Hydras with this army, so that's a pretty good thing. There's nothing else with this army. There's a couple more Hydras.
6 more Hydras are on their way. 11 more are in production.
Okay, so maybe I was kidding about the Hydra thing. Still, he's either got to make some of these High Templar into Archons, or he's got to start researching Storm like 2 minutes ago. Otherwise, I'm not exactly certain why he has not morphed these all.
He's probably going to go for some morphs.
2/2 on the way for both players, plus 1 melee thrown in there. Actually, does he have 3 Evo chambers? He has 3 Evo chambers. Nice. But you know, big thing, these Vipers actually will come in handy because now they'll be able to abduct the Archons. With their splash damage, I'm not so sure how much you'd want to, but still. And here comes a big engagement. One Archon gets abducted, another Archon gets abducted immediately. Doesn't go as fast. But pretty on point there. Zealots are charging in and actually cleaving through a lot of this Roach Hydra and actually have a pretty good surround. The Archon doing work. There's a Blinding Cloud on a High Templar. And actually, Lucien, I think, gets the better of that engagement. But 13 Hydras are on the way and an Ultralisk Cavern as well. There's a couple of Lings here that could go in there. All in all, I'd say Lucien got the better end of that engagement. The problem is now the follow-up from Primorix is just going to be massive. I mean, he's got four bases worth of gas going. I mean, if he can get a 5th up with gases 9 and 10, I mean, he's just going to be unstoppable. Still, though, the Ultras are on the way, and you know what they taught me in StarCraft school, Morse?
What did they teach you in StarCraft school? I'm just a pupil.
An angry Zealot should not go up against a rampaging battering ram and expect to win.
Why not?
Because they will lose.
Why?
Because it is known. Because it is known. Oh my god.
Yeah,
3
but
Ultras on the way. Chitinous plating on the way, and the only bright spot in this for Lucien is that as far as melee attacks go, only +1 has been researched. So these are going to be crap. How many is it? Never keep track of Ultralisk army. It's going to be 1-4 Ultras against 2-2 Zealots and 2-2 Archons. And it looks like here comes the big engagement. The Zealots are going to get wiped. The Archons are getting abducted and killed in seconds. That's actually the only abducts he has. Archons are getting work on these Ultras, but the Ultras are not falling fast enough. The Hydralisks take out the remaining Zealots. The Mothership Core gets sniped before it even gets off the tether. And Primorix, I think, has done it, Morse.
dude, those ganks were just awesome. And I think I'm gonna go back and listen to this later. I think the Mothership Core made a really funny noise when it was ganked.
Got off the tether. That was funny. That was funny. I'm like, okay, where'd the Mothership Core go? There's the tether. Ultralisks are now walking in there. A couple of Archons are going to morph right in front of these Ultralisks. I'm not so sure how wise that is. A couple of Zealots get killed before they even finish morphing. GG from Lucien. Morse, put this one in the books.
Primorix takes it 2-0 over Infinity Gaming's Lucien. Guys, what an awesome matchup. Primorix is going to be hooked up with an award on the forums. He's also going to get an hour of coaching from one of our top players. And thank you so much for watching. Izanagi, thank you so much for providing some of the excitement this evening. Final thoughts?
I am scared for what tomorrow brings.
Oh, I am excited for what tomorrow brings.
Oh my god. Atlas, you better not bail on me. I will kill you where you sleep.
Bum, bum.